Where everybody at? Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Wait for some more people to come in. Come on, people, we all at. Hit the thumbs up button. Hey, shout out House coming through. Of course you do, House. Ain't this topic based off you? Some people may think, though, what kind of magic is we talking about? Is we talking about Houdini? Or we talking about some black magic? What kind of magic we talking about tonight? I'm gonna leave that up to you, House. It's Wednesday. Everybody should be at home right now. Make sure I hit that thumbs up. Talk about some magic tonight. And I ain't talking about no magic tricks. But before we hop into the topic, fucking magic, right? Jada, still can't believe her ass. Every time I think about it spell working. That's what I'm on, spell work. See, I actually seen some voodoo dolls today too. I should have got one, but I didn't. You know, I don't be practicing magic on nobody. Like I ain't one of them type of people. But I know people who do that shit, and it be working. Like so, I've never watched your channel. I know, but I got hey, shout out to Tiffany, like getting that notification. So I take it if you are subscribed to my channel, but you just never seen my live, that just means like you probably on some type of positive frequency, some higher vibrational. Those dolls seem scary. Like I don't know. I've never worked with a voodoo doll, but like I know they work. I know they real. Shit, my grandma told me about long time ago when she used to be dabbling into stuff like that. She was using it for the bad reasons, but she was definitely into some different things. Definitely just stay tuned. Like if you tune, like stay long enough, you're gonna get it. Come and get exactly what you're looking for. Honestly, like usually when the first few minutes is I ain't gonna say it's rough or anything, but it's kind of slow. But once the weed kick in, like I just said, just stay tuned. Like we're gonna have a wild conversation tonight. So it always go like that. I ain't gonna say it's wild, but it always gets interesting. So it's only one like in here right now. 7 people. Hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. So more people can get notified that your boy is live. But the type of magic that I fucking use your power through Jesus to heal others, never using your power. I mean, the magic that I'm talking about, I don't even think it comes from through Jesus. I mean, African spirituality was here like thousands of years before like Jesus was born on this earth. So I can't say everybody. I mean, Jesus. If you ask things through Christ, it always comes. I'm pretty sure, especially if you got the right intentions, you're on the right path. Like, but the stuff I'm in, I mean, I ain't gonna say the stuff I'm in, but the stuff we're talking about tonight, like, it's not religious text. I mean, it's probably is something about fucking magic, but it's negative wise. But I'm not here to debate anybody that's in church that have different beliefs. This is just like an open conversation. Do you believe in magic? Like, is he, some people think it's only black magic. Some people believe in white magic. Some people they believe in shit illusion. But synchronicities, like I don't know if I would consider that magic. But every time, for the average person though, like they may consider something like that coincidences or whatever. But I wouldn't consider like seeing angel numbers like 1111, 222, 333 as like magic. But I mean, when you think about it, what's the science behind it? I don't know. Like, so I'm a Christian technically, but I believe what I believe. Yep. See, that's what I'm on, Tiffany. Like, I'm not a I mean, I'm not a Christian, but I grew up in a Christian household. So once I left church, basically, I just started pulling and learning from all different type of like religions, fucking all of that. Go. Oh yeah, that negative energy definitely bounces back, but the and the positive energy bounces back on you too. Like so, but it seemed like when you put that bad energy out, like that shit just seemed like it come back way quicker and way worse than what you did. Shout out to 44 B Dog coming through. So I've actually learning about spirituality, voodoo and hoodoo and shit, just on my spiritual journey. It wasn't like I was going to try to like learn to do put harm on people. It was just like I was taught. Shout out Eric coming through. I was taught from my ancestors and through my ancestors uh, that African spirit. I mean, voodoo was looked at it as bad. It is weed. I don't smoke CBD. This is weed. I just got the miniature king palms. Like this is just a miniature one though. No, we don't cover here. Hey, I'm actually getting over this cold. Like y'all remember, I came back from Indiana, so the change of weather from Vegas is like completely different. So, like I'm trying to get over this cold I had. It's mostly gone, but when I do smoke, like that cough do like shit start coming kicking in. But he said sure. I mean, I tell no lies, man. Tell no lies. Cause hey, you got some live. I see you said you was live earlier, 44. I didn't see it. See it. I was probably trying to take a nap or something. Or I didn't get a notification. I know I'm subscribed to your channel. Sometimes I get notifications from people shit. Sometimes I don't. But definitely make sure y'all hit that like button. Use for good, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course, voodoo can be used for good. It's because voodoo and hoodoo is a religion based. I mean, it's African spirituality. It's not a religion. It's spirituality. So it's what our African ancestors were using before, like they was captured into slavery. Like so, once they was captured into slave, they were made to be Christians. So anything that went against the Bible, like that was basically of the devil, of demons, of darkness, like so. But a lot of people do use voodoo for bad things, just like like they use the Bible for bad things. Like it goes hand like good and bad. Like so, me, I when I started studying about like my ancestors, I was introduced into like hoodoo and voodoo. Like so, I learned things. I learned how to protect myself. I learned how to heal myself. I learned how to fucking like just make my life more fucking easier just by learning through my African like spirituality, what they was learning and shit. You're right. Every word spoken is a spell cast. Like so, that's what hoodoo is. Like you, but you add your candles. They got that in the church. Don't they burn candles in the church every Sunday? So you got your I mean, I ain't gonna say most people sacrifice, but we see it on TV, and it's dealing with voodoo. Like they be sacrificing goats and shit. That ain't. That's just certain spells. Like so whatever you need. Like sometimes it takes that. Forget that. For what people some people need. You said, can white people do voodoo? Yeah, yeah, white people can do voodoo. So don't ever just like look at the movies because the movies is gonna always over exaggerate. It is gonna lead people wrong for one. All, low key, everybody does voodoo. Low key, 100%. Even if you in church, like speaking words, like spells, like I can say whatever. I could just speak negative on whoever, whatever, and it'll come to pass off the strength of like just I know who I am. I know how powerful my words are. Like it's crazy. It was definitely yeah. It was started in Africa. Like so, some people just speak bad on themselves and on other people not knowing like shit. It's all because of the tongue. But I'm I'm into it because it helps me. Like just it keeps me grounded. Knowing like shit. Even though I know I could use like voodoo and hoodoo for like to tear people down, like and to build myself up. I also know like the laws of the universe. Karma, like shit, what goes up must come down. As above, so below. Like what you put out will come back on you. Like so, like I said, when I learned about voodoo and hoodoo, it was honestly to learn how to protect myself and to like make my life easier on this planet. Like so, I know a little bit of magic, but I don't be like broadcasting it. I don't do stuff for people. I don't do things against people. Like my whole thing is just to make sure I'm protected, make sure my family is protected. So I ain't ever had to sacrifice no fucking goat. None of that shit. That's some movie shit. Like I said, if a motherfucker want to really put some spell, like a spell on your ass, like shit, and they sacrifice something, like add some blood to that shit. Oh yeah, you done for. It's the same thing. It's really the same thing. Probably like I say like the difference more like just the parts of Africa like where like certain things originate and come from, and then you have certain things that meant differentiates hoodoo and voodoo, but I couldn't break it down like off the top of my head. But yeah, everybody low key practices voodoo. If you talk, I mean, like if you speak, that shit is speaking spells. Like, so make sure you're always speaking positive on your life. Make sure you're always uplifting others. Like so, if you say I'm sick, guess what? Like you only reaffirming in that. Like so, I don't know what the fuck that say, Chris. But yeah, Odin. That's Thor dad, ain't it? So there you go. Voodoo is after Voodoo. Oh yeah, I can see Thor right there, Chris. Just within your name, Odin. That's real. People think that's just some mythology. That's just Marvel and shit. They think Thor is just a character on the fucking TV screen. Nah, that shit come from somewhere. His name probably ain't Thor and spelled like that, but that it comes from somewhere. It comes from somewhere. Definitely, I got my got a few. We got 4 grams tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. And we smoking Alien OG in outer space. What a coincidence, right? I went to the dispensary today, and I'm like, oh, y'all got Alien OG and outer space. What a combination! Like, so that's what I mixed tonight. Well, there you go, house. His name is Thor in mythology. I like medium shit. I really learn how to do that. Oh yeah, I'm into talk to spirits. I talk about that a lot too on here. Like so, just talking to different spirits. Good thing you only got one now. Yep. You supposed to like. You supposed. It's probably what you was. Yeah, I mean, the sun about to go down. It's about to go down. Probably within like the next 30 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, it's gonna be dark. It says smoke with Jai Walker. Who is Jai Walker? Walker is my family's last name too. Actually, I would say it's my slave owner's last name. That's well, my last name is Brady, but my mom's mom and grandma and family is Walker. She just my mom got her dad's last name. Like so. Yeah, so definitely in New Orleans they do more focuses on hoodoo. Yeah, God, hey, I believe like we all supposed to just come down here and like figure out what's the easiest way for to make our lives. Like life ain't supposed to be hard. Life ain't supposed to be miserable. But some people think that. Some people fucking like think you supposed to suffer and die and then make it to heaven. Like shit. Nah, that ain't the truth. That ain't how I think, at least. That ain't my beliefs. My beliefs is like shit. Come down here, learn of course, evolve your soul, your spirit, like and have fun. Like shit. Don't take this shit too serious. Like that. I'm like, ain't no point in debating people or none of that shit. If your beliefs is working for you, by all means, then you supposed to believe that. As E40. Hey, if I knew E40, I would be talking to. I would be picking E40 brain a lot. Definitely get money. That's why one thing I talk about a lot too. Like, hey, get you some money while you're on this fucking planet. And don't nobody want to be poor in poverty. Like shit, that shit is for the birds. Like people think like we are being held, like black people are being oppressed, being held back a lot. But I'm like, ain't nobody holding you back but yourself. Like literally, like nothing holds you back but self. Just kidding. Hey, shout out to Inglewood. I fuck with Cali heavy. I like the story of Holy from the Hopi tribe of Arizona. Oh shit, I might have to check that out. This woman name, she's an old lady, but I believe she has passed. Talk about the afterlife. You talking about Dolores Cannon, Tiffany Rogers. I love Dolores Cannon. I talk about her books all the time. Hey, I got enough to share. we choose our struggles, we choose our like strengths in life, we choose like basically our flaws before we born. That's all a part of our life contract. Like so, hold on, y'all. You know everything you're gonna experience in your life, like before you born. Thing is, when you come down here, you forget. This is It's like a veil of forgetfulness comes over your fucking eyes, and not just your eyes, but your mind. Then you just gotta try to remember. But this whole time, you being programmed from everything on the outside of you, and that's trying to make you follow what they want you to follow. Learned about her last year. Oh yeah, like I've read two. No, I've read Convoluted Universe 1 and 2. I read Life After Death by her, or Life in Between, something like that. I think I probably like read like 4 books from her. So anybody want to learn about like the afterlife, like Dolores Cannon is no. If you want to know about yourself, like Dolores Cannon is that lady, cause she gonna teach you to tap into your subconscious. Like, yo, what's up, Chris? I see you. Trying to get my attention, obviously. Get to know my motherfucker. Who we trying to get to know? Her daughter's kind of teaching that stuff as well now. I mean, she should like she should, but at the same time, there's only one Dolores. Like so, mediumship. I'm heavy into that, right? So, I tap into like her spirit. I talk to her spirit a lot. Like she taught me a lot. Like sometimes, like when I start talking about the afterlife and shit, like her spirit might come through and like I might channel her energy. She might be like giving y'all the information, and that shit just flowing through me. Hey, Chris, see you later, man. If you about to head out, or you about, but I I found out about Dolores Cannon in like 2018, like so, and that's when I was like just heavy into like just finding out like who I was in my past life. So she helped me tap into my subconscious. And then her voice is just so sweet. It's like an old white lady. It just really like helped wake me up. You know what's funny? Most conscious like black people like they get woke up by black people, right? Shout out to Swaggy and Mouth coming through. Like most black uh conscious people are woke up by other black conscious people. I got woke up by white people. I thought you was leaving, but I got woke up by white people. Low key, like my shit was kind of backwards. So the first introduction into like spirituality and like uh law of law of attraction, that was my real introduction to the law of attraction. Was my stepping stone into spirituality. Like so it started with The Secret, which was written by Rhonda Bynes, a white woman. Then it started with, I mean, it came Earl Nightingale, and no, Napoleon Hill was first. So Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Dolores Cannon. Like these was all people who were like waking me up into like basically not just spirituality but my mind. Like it was my I was focused on my mind first, like fixing my mind, and then like spirituality. Like I realized, oh, it ain't just about the mind, it's about the spirit. So we definitely all like ghost spirits shit. Like, we just got this flesh. And this shit is fucking sucks. Education is definitely key. The more you learn, the more you can get paid. Like for real, like the more knowledge you got, the more they will pay you. So if you can learn from free. Get on YouTube, literally. You can learn for free. Like master whatever it is that you want to master, and like just get paid off of it. All I had to do was master myself. Like I really couldn't master like a trade or something, cause I hate like working like that and shit. I ain't had no father figure growing up, so when I woke up, it was off the strength of like my brother, I said my brother, but my brother mentioning the law of attraction, me like being a bookworm, me being basically a nerd. I was just okay. What's the law of attraction? He said he could manifest his whole life off the law of attraction, seeing his life before it happened, like visualizing everything he wanted in his life and it happened. Like so, once I learned the law of attraction, it went. I can't even tell you what happened after that. I mean, I can, but it'd be a long story. But this is a live, so it's probably gonna be a long live too. So, but I'm pretty sure I've told this story like thousands of times. I'm definitely an old soul. Actually, all of us are old souls. Like all of us have been reincarnated for thousands of years. But here's the thing about old souls and why they call them old souls. The old souls are the people who learn their lessons, like the ones who got the knowledge. So uh, it's funny you said I'm cool. My brother's YouTube name is CJ So Cool. Like he got almost 9 million subscribers. Like, but I'm not. I never looked at myself as the cool one. Hey, that's how it works sometimes, Tiffany. Like somebody will pass and like you still feel them here, and like you just know they here, but you just can't talk to them no more. But now I can't get no them spirits to shut up. Be talking all night long. See, for you to say you older than mountains, you definitely old. You probably was here when they was seeding the planet, like when they was like the first humans was being thought of, like shit. Like that was, if you read a research Dolores Cannon, like she talks about things like that in her book, like how they seeded the planet, like, and it's gonna all make sense if you have an open mind. Now, if you're a closed minded person, then you may not get where she coming from, or you may not understand what she's saying, but she's dealing with the subconscious mind. Hey, shout out to you, Tiffany, coming through. Make sure you get that phone charged. But I took this juice. It's called Sip. I got it from the dispensaries. You said your ancestors were the first Vikings. You probably was the Viking yourself. It's not just your ancestors. Like you are your ancestors. Like we are our ancestors. So you just that's your link in like your DNA. But overall, is that yeah? We definitely the same seed. Just like a plant and a tree, it dies and it comes back to life. Like as the weather change. Like so, you died many times, but you was reborn. You didn't have the same face and the same name. Don't got the same mom and dad. Don't got the same brother and sister. It's always switch up. Like so, your mom could be your sister in one lifetime. She could be your cousin in a lifetime, best friend, girlfriend in a lifetime. Like this shit is crazy. Like it's different trees, just as many different trees and shit plants and it's just as many souls and like it's all connected. So I'm a person who I look at it like life is all connected. So like there is no point in me being racist about like the fuck. I already know the truth. Like I already know the secret to life. My whole thing is make sure like let me not keep it to myself, because that's what I did in my last lifetime. Like I kept all the secrets to myself. Like so. That ain't what I was supposed to do. Like I kind of failed in that lifetime because I was kind of arrogant too, asshole. But now I'm fixing that. Definitely like more of like open, more willing to like give the game up rather than just keep that shit to myself. Because I was very selfish in my last lifetime, very, and I just wanted all the spotlight to myself. Got it too, and that was the end of my life. Like I died at 27 off the strength of like shit. A person put poison in my alcohol because I was like messing with his wife, like talking to his wife, and knew she had a man, but I didn't care. So 27. And then when they died, they said, "Yep, the devil came and collect." The devil came to collect. So now I'm more open, so motherfuckers can't say I sold my soul, like I hid anything, like I tell everything, all the secrets, all like I don't know, I expose it all. We definitely met, like you definitely here, like we probably been knowing each other from different past lives. I tell people that all the time. If you randomly came in my live and like you feel like we connect on a certain level, it's because we've known each other in the past life. Like we just not around each other in this lifetime. Like so, but we got phones and shit, so it feels like it. So yeah, like shit. That shit is all like we all got our own like uh strengths and our own weaknesses, but we all one like shit, one of the same. It's only so much you can fucking do on this fucking planet and be on this planet. Like shit, we all are everything. Literally, we all are everything. So to the races out there, like there are white races, there are black races, there are Chinese races, there are African races. There are races. There's, I'm telling you, there's all good and bad. Like so, me understanding that I never, even when I woke up, I never was like fuck white people, like y'all my oppressor. Like that's saying some shit right there. Like why would I call somebody my oppressor? Another thing I don't say, I don't like to call people elite. I don't like to call people white supremacists because that's me speaking those powerful. Like that's me calling somebody that when I can call myself an elite. Like so, I've been white in my past lives too. Like I have past lives when I was Roman. I had past lives when I was French. I had past lives when I was like European, German, like Chinese. Like I'm always coming back because I want to get the whole perspective. That's the only way you truly gonna grow. If you keep reincarnating and you stay just a black person, you only gonna get the perspective of a black person. But if you come back and you be white, you come back be Chinese, be gay, be straight, be whatever. Like just get the experience of everything. You gonna fucking like evolve about this motherfucker. You just had to now you know what it feels like to be black, huh? He did. Will Smith did have white privilege, but low key, like literally, I had white privilege my whole life, and I'm from the hood. I'm from Gary, Indiana. But when I went in, went into the Marines, like white people embraced me like it was nothing. I moved to Vegas. White people just embraced me. So I'm like, shit, yeah. How do we indulge in past life experience, suggestions? What about this life once the realization of the person we are capable of being hasn't had on yet? So you're asking a bunch of questions. So let me try to get them one by one. So you can tap into your past lives through meditation, through tapping in or hypnotherapy. Like you can either there pay for somebody to help you do that, or you can get on YouTube and tap in yourself. Like so, me, I learned how to meditate through fucking YouTube. So there were past life regression meditations on YouTube. There were hypnotherapists. Like think all of this. Shout out to Renacentillion. I'm probably fucking that up. Listen, shout out to you for coming through. But I'll be trying not to read the comments soon they come in because I'll forget what I was talking about. Dang, 3 a.m. in the UK. Shout out to you, Nathan. You coming through? Okay, but yeah, I was talking about past life. You can tap in by like getting other people to help you, or you can help yourself. And like you reincarnate. I mean, I say reincarnate. You incarnate on this planet as an alien early in your evolution. Like so, you won't ever go from being a human to back being an animal. That's going backwards. So, just like I said yesterday, I think we all come from not just start on this planet as being like humans. Like you get the experience of a plant, tree, like rock, whatever. Like, cause all of this has life. Then, as it you lie, I mean die within that, do you come back as animals? Once you die, you come back, experience a human, but it's at the beginning form of a human. Like so, like you gonna be ain't no telling how your life is, like just over thousands and thousands of years. But like to say from the beginning to like where you at now, like you've evolved a lot. Like so, some people are just stuck. Slavery stuck a lot. Got a lot of black people stuck consciously, and not just consciously, but like subconsciously, they're trapped in a cycle from the last life because it was so traumatic. Like so, until they wake up from that and understand, like that was just a part in their fucking experience that, and they don't even. Here's the thing: black people don't realize that they are the slaves that reincarnated. Like not all black people, but a lot of them. Like so, he said the weed is opening his third eye. Like like a lot of black people who are here today, like my grandma when she has a past life that she was a slave. Like so, in this lifetime, all she did was work. Like from the time she was like 15 to she's 70 something now, she's still working. Like that's all some people know is working 9 to 5 my whole existence, my whole time while I'm here because they still stuck in a slave mindset. So it's not just black people, it's white people, Chinese, all them type of people. Live is everything dead. We're all one. Exactly. Yeah, we all. Yep, I believe that. But I talk about these type of things on the daily. Like just whatever pops up in my head, that's where we gonna go. But like I said, I had took a sip of this medical, what's that, marijuana liquid juice from the dispensary. And like the last time I drank that, that shit had me scared to drive home. Like I had to pull over and tell my wife, "Hey, finish driving home," because I'm like I was just that high. Like so, I had a sip of that tonight, and I'm smoking. Like so, ain't no telling like where this is gonna go. We ain't even an hour in, so love you too, Chris. Really appreciate that. You said Nitz. I'm probably gonna mess up that name, that N-word name. Nitzishi. Nitch spoke a lot on slave mentality. I don't know who that is, but shit, if you say they did, then shit, that's probably where they made their money. If that's what they known off of, they probably made their money off that shit. Oh nah, I do this every night. Oh, pronounced like Nietzsche. All right, cool. If you don't break it down like how to say your name, I will fuck it up. Well, not that wasn't your name, but if you don't break it down how to say the name or any name on here, like shit, I can read, but the names is I'll fuck that shit up. Nietzsche, right? So, oh yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm right outside my house. My kids just in the house and they be getting loud, so I'm like, nah, I like my quiet space. mentality people inherit. They don't just inherit, but they live in like past lives. Like they stuck in their past life. Like so, it works both ways. Like yes, you inherited ancestrally through your DNA, but spiritually you reincarnated and you still fucking stuck. So I was a slave in one of my past lives, but I got my freedom. So I didn't just die a slave. Like some people died a slave, so when they came back into their next life, that's all they knew was to work. They not get beat on their back, and like so it's way easier, and they don't complain about just working their whole life because it's way better than when they was in their past life getting beat as a slave. Like so they'll be okay with working a 9 to 5 for 60, 50 years, like because it's not as bad as what they experienced already. But me, I'm like, fuck that shit. I ain't about to just work for nobody else and make them rich. Like, especially, just imagine the the most and best work you ever did at a job. Like, you just made somebody else way richer who's probably sitting at home, like watching TV. Nah, they probably ain't watching TV, but on a yacht, on a jet somewhere, living their best life. Like, so me understanding that, I'm like, oh, I gotta create my own company where I can have people working hard for me and it's funding my lifestyle. So until I build my company up to that point, like now I'm putting in like the footwork right now. I'm putting in the groundwork. I'm building the foundation. So this is what I'm willing to do, like so I can set myself up 10, 20 years from now where I could just be relaxed in Dubai with my wife and we just chilling. Like so that's why I say get you some money. Most spiritual people are broke because they think you're not supposed to have no money either, but that's kind of like the Christian mindset. Well, they don't think you're not supposed to have money. They just think like money is like material, is worthless. Like so, but they don't understand. Hey, you on this planet, you need money. Like so, you'll see a lot of broke spiritual people who got a lot of knowledge. That was for me at a point in time when I was on my journey. I had to go through my broke stage to see if I was gonna turn back and go back and work for somebody else. Like so, even when I quit my job and said I wasn't gonna work, I ain't had no backup plan to like make no extra income. Like so, for at least like almost 2 years, I struggled financially, just working on myself, like studying. Like I was on YouTube every single day, like trying to enhance my mind, trying to like just evolve spiritually. So once I figured out like, oh, I need some money, like shit, then I was able to like put that focus on like getting to the bag. Like so, it's been working for me. And most people don't preach uh, finance, financial success. Most people preach what the Bible preach, and I mean what the Bible say. And it's usually to line up the pastor's pockets anyway. If we talk about church, like it's usually to get the money. So the pastor don't think that. It's just the people in the church think that. Like I literally met a lot of broke Christians, and they was content and happy. And low key, they wasn't content and happy, but it was like because the Bible said you can't be rich and go to heaven. Like they was like low key, like you could tell they was like kind of suffering, depressed, but they was trying to fake it with a smile, saying, "Oh no, I'm happy. I don't need nothing else." Like, but some people really do be content. Like that's the crazy part. Some people really be content with having nothing, and I'm like, fuck no, that ain't what I want. Like that ain't cool. Like so, I've seen family like struggle their whole life. I mean, I nah, I can't say that. My grandma didn't struggle her whole life, so I'm not saying she's struggling now, but she's still working a job. Like that's the thing. She's working a job when she could have did put that work into herself. I never seen my grandma talk about her dreams, her goals. Like I never seen her like. I mean, she was a hustler. Let me get this right and straight. My grandma was a hustler. She was always about getting money, going on vacations. like taking us to. She took us to Disney World, took us to Six Flags many a times, took us to Indiana Beach growing up, like took us to different states every year. Like so, my grandma wasn't broke, but it was like once we I guess it was like once we left the house, like her income slowed up for some reason. Like so, and then like she like started. I mean, she didn't do the right thing with her money. Like yes, we was experiencing that, but she wasn't like preparing for her future, like preparing to retire. Like she had a gambling problem. That was her downfall. Fall. Like my grandma's biggest issue was her gambling problem. She don't gamble that much today, but like growing up, like she would spend like it would seem like we wouldn't see her for days because she'd be out gambling, like, and we'd be at home with our Gigi and shit. So, ever have a minimalist phase or past life though, where things were near? Yeah, like in like 2019, I kind of like went through that phase, and I'm like, it was low key my fault because I was internally dealing with like things I was taught as a child, like money is the root of all evil, like shit like that, like different like false beliefs about money. So when I started like waking up and I was trying to change my mindset, like I figured I wanted millions, I figured I want to be successful and rich, but it's still in the deep back down in my head was like I still had these false beliefs about money. So Dolores Cannon, once again, when she talks about the subconscious and hypnotizing yourself, like it talks about clearing all of that shit out. So I had to relearn, like reteach myself. Like so, I mean, now I'm not in that that position, but I definitely went through that phase, and I was a J. Cole fan too. So like when he dropped Forest Hill Drive, like he went through. It seemed like he went through that stage, and that's when I realized I wasn't. I had to stop being his fan. Like I had to stop being his biggest fan. Like so, now like I'm on to like getting getting money. Like so, and like just not selling my soul to get it. Not uh doing anything I don't want to do like for some money. Exactly. He went down the back to the bicycle. So I'm like, man, did he really have to do that? Like, what was the point of you like doing that? Like, you don't gotta flaunt that you got Rolls Royces, Benz, and all that, but you don't have to like. I mean, but it's a humbling thing, taking it back person, like keeping them humble. Like so, he probably did that to keep him grounded, like, because he was achieving a lot of success. But at the same time, like J. Cole never motivated me to get money. He never motivated me to like start my own business and shit. Like Nipsey Hussle did. Like shit. So when it comes down to like who's my favorite rapper overall, all time is Nipsey. So J. Cole, like he doing his thing though. Like he just at the Dreamville Fest. Had to show humility and contradict things. Yeah, I know like why he did that and shit, but like when I understand how music and manifestation works, his music didn't manifest me to like help me get money. It, yeah, true, Chris. Just like I took that marijuana sip, starting to feel that shit. Said you don't understand it fully with Cole. Me either. I still don't feel like I got him yet. Cause now, like at first he wasn't trying to rap with other people. Then he went on that whole thing where he's all friendly with all these rappers and shit. I'm like, K Dot, he's still the same way. Like he ain't switched up at all. Like it looked like J Cole kind of switched up a few times, but that's just his journey though. Like that's literally just his journey. He ain't got nobody that's leading him, showing him. Like his dad wasn't there. Like so that's why I kind of connected with J Cole. I'm like shit. My dad wasn't there. My mom was on drugs. Like so she not on drugs today, but that's what I connected with J. Cole with. And I was living in North Carolina at the time, and he's from Fayetteville. Like, so I live like probably like an hour and a half from where he grew up. So Like I said, his music definitely got me through a lot. It got me where I wanted to be at the time. But when I said, "Oh, I need some money," I'm like, J. Cole. I had to stop kind of listening to J. Cole because like his music ain't money motivated music. Like he dropped what on damn the Kids on Drugs album, which I didn't like that much. Like it was like he was trying to rap about money after like he had kind of denounced it before. So I'm like, he was kind of. That's why I kind of like stopped listening to him. Like after For Your Eyes Only drop, I fuck with that album, but I really didn't. Like and then when KOD dropped, like I wasn't a fan no more. I mean, I had stopped being a fan. Like I mean, I still fuck with. I still like check it out, but he just dropped the DJ Drama thing, and I ain't even. I probably listened to like the first song, and I don't. I haven't been like that fan. Like, but if Nip drops some music, if Black Sam drops some music, or like Marathon drops some music, like whoever, like I'm gonna be on that heavy. Like so, exactly. J Cole didn't have a hustle about him, like so, and I feel like his music don't have a hustle. Like his music can't manifest no money. Like people, I'm telling you, people don't realize the shit that you listen to every day is the shit that you manifest kind of in your life. Like if you consistently listen to something every day, all day, every day, you gonna manifest what that person is rapping about in their music or singing about in their music. Like so, I mean, most people they don't have the time I got. Like, say they can't listen to music as long as I listen to it. But me, once I learned that I can manifest through music, I started listening to like Nipsey. Like I said, I started listening to him very heavy. Like so, Ocean Views is a song like that I listen to repeatedly, probably 100 times in a row, probably at least 100 times in a row. Not overall, but I manifested like going to Cali, like going to Venice Beach, Ocean Views, small circle. It's a chosen few. I wrote it down and I followed through. Like I manifested that shit. You said cops behind me. Like shit, I ain't doing nothing wrong. Like shit, you try to make me like. I know what you try to do. But shit, I ain't doing shit wrong. Talk about just kidding. See, they was out here yesterday. Honestly, they be out here. I'm about to move in it, so it don't even really matter. Like shit, I ain't doing shit wrong. This weed is legal in Vegas, so I don't know where you at, but this shit is illegal out here. Motherfucker wouldn't even know if I was smoking a cigarette or not in this bitch. Anyway, like shit, my windows rolled up. Shit, you said that. Oh. Wait, which album had your friend? Oh, you like you listen to Cuddy, bruh. Like I don't even fuck with Kid Cudi music. Like his shit is like depressing. They probably could smell like I was. I be rolling down my window sometime and that shit just be blowing the fuck out. But shit, hey, they fuck the police smoke out here. Like, them motherfuckers smoke. The one song I fuck with Kid Cudi was Day and Night. That was the first one like I heard from him, and I'm like, that's the one I fuck with. But I didn't check out his album because of that though. Like, I would hear your shit on the radio if it was tight. Then I was like, that's the song I have on my playlist or on my iPod. But I wouldn't fucking download your album off that one song. I would have to hear like multiple songs going crazy. Actually, depressed looking at it. Damn. Once again, music manifestation. Like that's what his music was manifesting. That's why he was so big. Like shit, he was making motherfuckers depressed. See how this motherfucker is today. Is Cali the mood? Shit, where you coming from? Shit, it might be. I fuck with Cali heavy. I wouldn't technically. I wouldn't move there unless like I had a job out there. If I got a job out there, I'll move out there. But if I don't got no job, and job meaning like a Hollywood like film going on, like shit. But I don't work for nobody but myself. But if somebody would say, "Hey, we want you to bring your podcast to LA and you can film in this studio," like, yeah, shit, I take. Would I take my podcast to LA? Yeah, I probably. Yep. It's 11:11 on my shit. So this is a story on repeat. What story is on repeat? I know I be repeating myself a lot. But yeah, I ain't fuck with Lupe Fiasco like that. Kid Cudi like that. I ain't fuck with Kanye like that either. His music wise, I was on 50 Cent heavy first. In 2003, when I said Nipsey, in 2003 when 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, I was 13. That's that's what basically introduced me in the club. I'm telling you, that was my shit. That was that was my introduction. I'm talking all day, every day. I'm listening to Get Rich or Die Trying on my CD player. He said, "Play it right now." Shit, I would if my phone wasn't the only thing I had. But then that would copyright my video too. But sometimes I don't give a fuck. Shit, I be playing Nipsey on my shit. Hey, I play it when I get in the house though. Like shit, Manny Man was just playing too the other day. I wasn't playing it, but it was. I watched the video where this this white boy and his dad was listening to the song, and he was just saying how powerful the lyrics was. I'm like, yeah, shit, you right about that. My favorite track on Get Rich or Die Trying, I think, would be Power of the Time. It'd be between that, Patiently Waiting. Fuck. Uh, Heat was one of my favorites too. Heat, damn, the whole fucking, oh, low key. I'd say my least favorite was 21 Questions. Like, I guess I ain't like R&B shit. Oh yeah, I'm definitely high now. I'm definitely high. I still got like two blunts to go, so we only an hour in, so it's still kind of early. It definitely was for the birds, but yeah, I fuck with the whole album. There was no skips overall, but me as a 13-year-old, like I ain't had no girl. I was singing that shit too. That's why I was only on some gangster shit, and I was like that for like the next that around like probably before I self destruct. It was either before I self destruct or Curtis. Hey, I do need some candy. I usually have hauls, but I should go get some low key. But I don't want to be fucking DUI, so I ain't gonna drive. Drink some fucking water. But that sip shit I took earlier, like an hour ago, oh that shit kicking in right now. The roof of my mouth is like is is feeling funny right now. So whatever fucking goes on, whatever I talk about from this point, like forward, like shit, the shit may not be like it may not be well thought out. Shit may just be coming out. I don't know. Like so I know I'm about to feel this shit. Luckily I ain't take no edible too. So he said let's talk voodoo magic. Hey, what you wanna talk about? The liquid tears. Oh yeah, the liquid THC is the most. Whew, that should have put me in my place a few times. But as far as like magic, come on, candles. We could start with candles at. Like so, you said what is voodoo? Like that's African spirituality. That's the origin of like I ain't gonna say the origin, but that's what my ancestors at least was uh diving into. That's what they was into before they were made slaves and made to read the Bible. So it goes to like spells, words, like that plays a big part in fucking voodoo. Uh, Candles, shit, sigils. You said aliens. Shit, I don't know what they got to do with voodoo, but shit, no aliens is real. Like, ain't no doubt. Now that I think about it, on my live the other night, right? It's the one with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock as the thumbnail. The hour 10 mark on that video, promise you, I seen a UFO. Like, and the only reason I can say I seen a UFO is because in Vegas, for one, I see them all the time. They just don't be close. But the one that I seen that came towards me, usually helicopters, they don't come super close, and if they do, they're blinking, like the lights are blinking on it, or they got like something showing like they trying to see if somebody down here. The fucking airplanes don't come close to this shit. Like, but I seen two bright beam lights just coming towards me, like while I was on live at the hour 10 minute mark. So I'm like, I was I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, but like for that shit to happen while I was on live, I'm like, man, I should have just turned the camera around, but like I wasn't even thinking like, oh no shit like that. Tarot archetypes, minor, major, kind of the idea. Carmina. Hangman is the birth. The hangman is the Pisces. I'm a Pisces. So y'all want me to start pulling out my tarot cards, just let me know. I will. But that's that's gonna come with some donations though. I ain't gonna bring that out for free. Hey, definitely get my money's worth. And I still haven't lit up the other two, so I'm trying to wait till my throat kind of calm down because this shit feel like it's on fire, honestly. But I ain't about to just leave off of that shit. I just need some motherfucking cough drops, which I don't got. Or I could get the Vicks that's in the house. I could put some Vicks on my chest to kind of like cool down my shit. But like I said, the strain that I mixed today was fucking uh, Alien OG and Outer Space. So, and that sip drink that I had too. So, I'm just kind of, I put this on myself tonight, so I can't complain. So, oh yeah, it's a lot of homeless people in Cali. It's a lot of homeless people out here in Vegas, honestly. So, if you move to the West Coast, You bound to see some homeless people. Like, but Cali, oh yeah, Skid Row, full of homeless people. Most of them had dreams. Most people just want to. They're not all crazy. Most people just want to be homeless. They don't want the responsibility of paying bills and all this other shit. Like, so some people like shit. Fuck it. I can live on the street. I can give me a tent. I ain't what. Like I'm telling you, some people come from rich families and like, fuck it, I want to be homeless. I want to see what this shit is about. Shout out to Cody coming through. Like so, they cool. They happy. A lot of homeless people are low key happy. Like so, I know I be get. I don't. I can't say they be homeless out here or not, but I do see people that's homeless a lot. Definitely just a team of mine. Even in Canada, the West Coast, the people move bus. That's true. Yep. Damn, you ain't take heed to the warning. Gotta take heed to the warning, especially when you go see somebody who giving you information. There's definitely a bunch of people with some trust funds on the street. Can the voodoo help? Yes, you can. The voodoo, I mean, the homeless can help themselves. Nobody is stuck being homeless. Nobody. If you got your mind, you can manifest yourself live back in your home, like where you want to be. Like if you really want to, you could use your mind. Everybody's mind work, whether they homeless, whether they sick. Oh, well, some people who sick, their mind don't work. But overall, if you could use your fucking mind, if you can imagine something, like you can manifest. So some people choose to be out there. I, I don't judge nobody who lives on the street because I know they be getting money too. Most of them got dogs, cart full of shit with them. Like I don't think I've seen that one homeless person who ain't have nothing. Like they ain't have nothing. They always have something. So with them, some of them got boyfriends, girlfriends with them. Some got dogs. Got something. Like shit. I've seen a few homeless with phones. So can't too much feel bad for people at all. Even like handicapped individuals, you're not supposed to feel bad for them. Off the strength, they are serving out their karma from the last life. So don't feel no bad for them, just like you don't shouldn't feel bad for yourself. So just post. Some people just do some weird shit just because that's what they into. Like so. Oh yeah, like I know a lot of people who I can't say I know a lot of people. I've heard of people, a lot of different stories that motherfuckers be have a pocket full of money and then just be on the street just asking for money. And in the wintertime, like they move to Miami and move go to Florida and like when it's back to summer, they back to on the street and that's how they make they pay they living like so shit. Hey, if that's what you choose to do, like shit, do you? The sativa mind. Now you know, like if you gonna go see somebody who could read you, like you stay on the path, like shit. That shit will help you. But yeah, anybody could use voodoo. Black, white, Chinese, it don't matter. If you could light you a candle, if you can use your intentions, if you can visualize, if you could write, if you could draw, like you could do uh voodoo. Who's Papa Legba? That's the motherfucker that caught me up last lifetime. I don't fuck with Papa Legba no more like that. Like, cause he the one who got people saying I sold my soul. I was working with Papa Legba, and like shit, he helped me, and like shit, he got. I mean, shit. You see what happened to me. He cool though. I ain't got no issues with Papa Legba. Chris, he said, ask you. Junkies on the street, they can read a whole. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like that's what I said. I don't judge nobody. You don't know who is who, especially spiritually. Like you don't know who is who. Like so, why you keep mentioning Odin though? I've never heard of that person, Chris. Mm, gibberish. Baron Samedi. That's another. That's a. I need to bring my cars out here. I need to bring my cars out here. I have a voodoo tarot deck, and it got like all those people in there. Like so, they got stories. Like his card is in my deck. Papa Legba is in my deck. I should go grab him. Or is my if my wife is in my live, babe, can you grab my voodoo deck? If you, hey, if I bring this deck out, it's gonna get real. Loki, it's gonna get real as fuck. Like so, if y'all want me to get that voodoo deck, I will. Like it is probably meant for that to happen just because of tonight. Oh yeah, we about to tap in tonight. Like so, if I have to go grab that motherfucker myself, I will. You said Odin. Hey Chris, you need to tap in with me on that Odin stuff. Uh, cause I fuck with the Norse gods, but at the same time, I don't know if you trolling right now either. He said, "Don't get ghosted." Hey, nah, the shit is the only thing that's gonna happen is the truth. Looking for my top. I literally always lose my top every time I come in the car. Cheap by Marlon. Oh, they was paying attention. She was here, so she heard me. I ain't have to get out the car.
That's this one, right?
Yep.
You thought I wasn't listening, didn't you?
I know you was listening.
Whatever.
Thank you.
I should have left it in there.
Why?
Because I heard what you did.
What'd I say?
I was listening.
What?
Then now you can move over there.
Mm, I'll move over there later.
Okay. Go get some Wendy's.
You want some Wendy's tonight? After I get off the live. Right. But you won't have to get that. Well, ain't nobody going tonight. Well, Hollywood, we all know Hollywood is fake. This is called the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. I don't think I ever brought my cars on camera. So y'all mentioned. I'm only gonna go with the names y'all mentioned. Or do y'all want me to pull some cards too? Good thing I got my glasses too. Said the bear. There's Ligma. I gotta find his card. There you go. So this is I'm about to read what it say. Page right. All right. It says unexpected change. Well, the Barons unexpected change. Mm, I don't know if y'all want me to read this quote, but it says Papa Gidi Bel Gakon. Papa Gidi Bel Gakon. I can't say it. I can't pronounce it, so I ain't gonna I ain't gonna speak no spells right here on y'all. So it says the barons belong to the lead, the family of Gouda spirits. These Gouda barons are not spirits of the dead, but the spirit of death itself. It seems that many years ago, under the regime of President Borno, 1922 to 1930, there suddenly appeared in the streets of Port-au-Prince a crowd of Gidis. Wearing the formal costume, the tall top hats, long black coattails, smoked glasses, cigarettes or cigars and canes, an enormous crowd naturally collected around them and joined them in their march to the National Palace. They took the guards by surprise and singing swerved through the gates and up and drive into the door itself where they demanded money of the president. President Borno, who is reputed to have been sympathetic to the voodoo rituals, secretly so, and yet feared burgers, I don't know what that word is, opinion was in great dilemma. He finally gave in, and the Gidis with their supporters left the grounds. Okay, it says the personalities of the barons are mixture of irrelevant humor, sex, and death. Their presence is not so much frightening as unsettling. They are highly cultured and they ultimate urbane sophisticate of the voodoo pantheon. It is traditional that the first male buried in the cemetery be regarded as the baron and the first female be regarded as the man brigette, a powerful LOA, judge, and lawyer of high regard. The baron and man brigette are seen as married. The connections that can be drawn between sex and death are numerous. Sexual reproduction necessitates death. The orgasm itself is often called the little death, an an organism that reproduces itself asexually by splittering or fission avoids death. It is bearing disaster and mortal. In the sense that it has traded individuality for immortality, the barons, on the other hand, are extreme in their expression of individuality. They are apt to take, who can they say that a spirit steals, food from other LOA and disrupt otherwise orderly ceremonies. The baron's sexuality is rabbit lube poking fun at the means of life, continuation, and death reasons for being. So I understand like for the simple fact that y'all kept saying uh this person, they are for the distraction. They are to distract. So they are actually distracting me from this live by talking about them. Like so, it says the barons are numerous, but three of their number are most often honored. These are just small. Extreme, unexpected turn of events. A sense of humor pulls one through dire circumstances. So the person who wanted me to read about the barons, hey, that was there. There you go. Y'all said somebody else's name too. I forgot. Oh yeah, y'all said Legba, Papa Legba. He got a few cards in here though. I'm here to see this shit. But hey, if this offends you, if this book, this talks about magic as well too. So we're gonna read about Legba. It says, "Oh, do Legba, Papa Legba, open the door. Your children await. Papa Legba, open the door. Your children await. Call to Legba. Oh shit, we just called on Legba. Legba is the storyteller, and his tale is that of the procession of the suns through the day sky. The blazing red sun of the new heavens announces his presence. The sun of midday, vast and power, blesses his going. The old sun, merged with the black of the night, tempers and tunes his wisdom. Light creates as words create. Words in their naming are the light of the soul. They pull form from the fertile darkness. Legba is connection and creation, just as the word is the means of connection and creation. We were just talking about words and spells. Said Papa Legba's words resound through the crosswords to those spaces where tales take on form and gently swing between the visible and invisible worlds. I don't want to know more about Legba. We know him via music by Old School Mississippi Blues. Hey, I'm Robert Johnson. Told y'all people said I sold my soul, but I didn't. Me and this guy just had a deal. The tales of Legba have no ending. They grow from within. Their words and characters take on life ranging afar. They send out roots, branches, and tendrils that twist and turn into unexpected shapes and reach into unexplored places. These are the tales that weave destiny. The aspect of this card is that of a storyteller sitting at the crossroads. He is surrounded by children who sit in rapt attention. The black sun blazes behind him. The storyteller has seen much and has many tales to tell. The children have seen little and so contribute their silence to the tale. The primary attribute of this card is the ability of the word to make fertile to the world. The old tales, the old myths, oftentimes carry within themselves more truth than recorded history. A task that may be accomplished through words. The door opens, obstacles are removed. Hmm. So that was Papa Legba we just read about. Now should I just pull a random card? Or y'all good? It's too late. I'm gonna fucking pull it. Oh, that motherfucker popped out on his own. Why Legba pop out again? I literally just like started to like shuffle and like the first thing that popped out was Legba. It's crazy. I didn't. That shit was on camera. And it's a different one. I think. Wait, is it a different one? Or is it the same one I just read? Yep, it was the same one I literally just read. I promise you, I didn't do this shit. I put the cards and I started shuffling, and leg but just popped out. Like so, I'm not about to read it again because like that's what I would have did. I'd have shuffled and then I'd have read. But to understand like leg but just popped out, that lets me know he's here with us. So y'all caught him on here like I didn't. He's a storyteller, so obviously he wants to tell a story. I don't know what he wanted to talk about, but hey, as we stay on this live a little longer, ain't no telling what's gonna come out. Honestly, like with the fact that Legba popped out on his own lets me know. Hey, I was supposed to bring his cards out here. Y'all was supposed to ask about Legba. Y'all was supposed to ask about the Barons. Yeah, guess what? Y'all got y'all answer. Who else want to pop out? Who else is here? I usually just let one pop out, or I just pull off the top, like so. Should I just pull, or should I just let it pop out? All right, I'm about to just pull it up. As soon as I said I'm about to just pull it, that mug popped out, and then it's gonna fall between my seat. God damn. Would you look at that? I wonder who's that who popped out on some bullshit. The fuck? That motherfucker got lost. God damn. That motherfucker jumped out my hand and then like hid. Hold on, y'all. So this is when it's a slither out. So it's the world egg. You said Baron Savity is the guy in that cartoon movie. Which movie? You talking about the Princess and the Frog? That was Legba, I think. Or you talking about somebody else? But let me read that card that just popped out. Off the strength, it did all that shit. What the fuck? That's actually the first card on the deck too. Literally says beginnings. The Fool. So if that was tarot, that card that just popped up, that's the Fool card. Point of power bursts forth from the waters of undifferentiated possibilities. A Yida Weedo has given birth. From the vast chambers of the void, the egg representing directed or focused possibility is carried and warmed by Dambala Weedo. Cold space retreats as the contraction of his coils. The will to be has dared to manifest. A Yidi Wudo, I don't know how to pronounce it honestly, and Dambala Weedo are holy serpents of voodoo, um, Aidi is the female and Dambala is the male. Like the serpents on the physician's caduceus, this pair of serpents brings change and the creativity of new possibility. Oswan Chamani and Obi Man, a Jamaican priest of the mysteries, once startled me by saying that the beginnings of religion lie in the mysteries of birth, not in the mysteries of death. Western anthropological thought generally holds that impo- impulse towards religion arose as a way of understanding death. The words of the Obi man point to the ancient and beautiful mystery of birth through which spirit first showed itself to our species. The world egg forms the center of the crossroads. Once again, the crossroads is popping up, the point from which all creation takes its measure. Though night rains come to wash out the far reaching road, still the central point remains. It is interesting to note that the Hebrew word for the world, olam, captures the sense of this card completely, in that olam also means eternity. The world egg, embodying the leap from non being to being, is internally present as the first step of all that would manifest. This card shows that this card shows the great snake coiled within the fastness of the void, holding the world egg within its mouth. Birth have taken place, and the egg is protected and carried by the mouth of the snake. This refers to the creative powers of the word. The word or rhythmic sound defines and thus shapes the world. Attributes to this card represents a fierce bursting forth of creative currents. Contemplation. First manifestation of focused possibility. Zero as the nothingness necessary for creation. This zero as the issue of God the Mother, Aida, Wedo, the God the Father, Dambala, Wedo, divination. Surprise the unexpected. Beginnings influence from the highest in spiritual matters. Possibly disruption of physical matters. Oh, so I could see some shit about to happen, honestly. Some new beginnings is gonna be happening for me, and I guess for those who's been in here listening to these readings. Anyone ever read about the juxtaposition of birth? I haven't read about that. But y'all got what y'all wanted, honestly. A reading that really low key wasn't a full reading or nothing, but hey, it's only 8 o'clock. I ain't even hit the 2 hour yet. Hour mark. So as y'all can see, I've kind of been coughing this whole time. So it wasn't the weed that was making me cough. They say the placenta resembles. Oh yeah, I seen that, but I guess I didn't know what I was reading. Where's my new lighter? I'll be losing lighters like it's nothing. Like I need to just go to the store and just buy all the lighters. I still managed to lose every single last one of them. Hey, Money Mike, what's up? I literally just bought my lighter, and I don't know where the fuck I just put that mug at. It was in my lap. All right. Now, what is we talking about? Hey, I'm doing pretty good, man. We just talking about some villain shit, some voodoo. I ain't gonna say villain, but he's talking about some voodoo, some magic and shit. People, you can utilize magic by just lighting a candle and the shit, some shit will go in your favor. Like lighting a green candle, that's for money, right? Success. Like you can light that, like money. If you need money, money will come to you if you light that candle. If you light a black candle, most people deem that as something bad or negative. No, that's for protection. That's to break curses and shit. Like so, red candle or that's for like love, or pink candle that's for love. White candle you can use that for anything. You got rolled open candles and shit. Yeah, green your favorite color. Hey, so for me to just say green, hey, voodoo ain't for everybody, but I'm just saying people use it. You go into the church and they got candles lit. That's magic. Yes, I believe in chaos magic. Bobby Hemmett talks a lot about that. They put a lot of that in the movies too. Talk about chaos magic a lot in movies. You just gotta know the type of movies, Hollywood, voodoo, like is how those money movies be going stupid crazy in the box office. They be putting sigils in the movies and shit to make people go watch it. I'm telling you, that magic, they know about magic. That shit comes from African spirituality. Um, and it's meant to like Christianity was meant to like make sure people wasn't tapping into their roots. So when they first had slaves coming over here, them slaves was doing shit to like making the slave owners like I ain't gonna call them owners, but making those masters, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they was fucking them up, and then that's why they started like putting shit around their mouth so they couldn't talk, because the fucking spells they was doing, they was able to conjure. So they gave my ancestors Christianity because that was their beliefs. That's what they wanted them to serve. Like they didn't want them to like practicing voodoo and shit. Like so, but you still had some people who remembered they never like conformed to slavery and shit, and so they never just gave up their beliefs. But you had the majority of them they did like shit. They like fuck this. I don't want to just keep getting punished. Let me just do what this man want me to do. Like so, that's why I said people be fucking reincarnating over and over, and they still got that slave mindset. They're still working 9 to 5 to their whole life until it's time to die. Like, taught me another perspective. Hey, that's what I do. That's literally what I do. Cause I know if I let Hollywood tell it, voodoo would be looked at as such a negative thing. But the Bible ain't. Like here's the same thing. Like here's how you know something is fishy, right? In voodoo, right? They say like to cast spells, like they be sacrificing gold. But if you read Genesis and like Exodus and shit, like God wants you to sacrifice things for Him. Like that's how He gonna bless you. Like so, the Africans knew like if they would sacrifice things, like the shit will work even more. Like so, we don't have to do that today, where you could just use your intentions, light a candle, draw a sigil, like some shit, speak some words, and the shit to happen. Like so, most people use, I ain't gonna say most people, but people use black magic to uh, get over on people, but most people use it to help themselves. Like, yeah, Hollywood definitely did demonize it, but they knew the power behind it. That's why. Yeah, I know Stone Gin wasn't do about what I don't be coming here to like fuck up people's beliefs or nothing, but it feels so much been over 10 years and somebody was in here yesterday who was in prison for over 40 years. Like so, dang, I don't know what you put in here. My father's a great father. Is you putting speaking spells in my shit? I hope it's to make my shit grow. Get some more people up in here. Hit that like button. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's on. But ain't no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's a sparrow right there. Literally, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Like I'm speaking protection over like me. So I don't know what this person talking about. And return a sender. So just make sure whatever you sending that shit ain't positive. That's a voodoo spell in Spanish. Yeah, so everybody tapped into that shit. So like I said, just don't speak no shit on me. Get out of here, Eric. Me and Satan cool. Don't you see them eyes back there? People done send some demons right to me, right? And like I done ask them like, damn, what the fuck you here for? What I do, right? And it be because motherfuckers then did conjure some shit. So once the demon or whatever the fuck they send, like knows it can't harm me. Like it has no choice but to like carry back that attack to the person that sent them. Like so, yeah, I'm really tapped in. And you ain't see the fucking cards I just pulled out. Like, man, I be trying to warn people. Hey, you don't know who you talking to. Like spiritually, not me, but on a regular, on a daily, whoever you come into contact with, you don't know who they are or where they rank spiritually. So tell people tread carefully. Shit. Well, I ain't feel nothing negative from that shit. And if I did, like, shit can't affect me. Life is definitely what you make it and what you believe. Like, your beliefs is true, right? Everything you believe, like, you got proof and it works for you. Like, so, but when you understand we don't all have to have the same beliefs to be successful, like, then your life would be way better because then you ain't got to think, oh, my shit is right, everybody else shit is wrong, or everybody else is confused. Like, nah, like, would you realize shit, we all got our own set of beliefs for a reason. And some of it is leading us wrong, or not us, me, but it's leading people wrong, but they don't know it. And hey, it's just meant for them to be led wrong in this lifetime. Like, so if you don't wake up, that's on you. Shit, I ain't about to try to wake a motherfucker up because like I see them going the wrong way. Like I done tried to do that. I done tried to wake up family members, and they're like, "Nah, you on some demon shit." So I'm like, "All right, fuck you in whatever your beliefs is." Like so, to see where I'm headed, and see where they headed. Like, I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna say I told you so, but damn near I told you so. So yeah, we all do magic. If you light a candle in your house, that's magic. White candles. That's to when you have an ancestor or somebody who passed away, like you burn a white candle to help them transition. So exactly like so. It's definitely science. And I ain't about to sit here and try to like figure out why when I fucking light a candle, like money fucking fall comes to me. Like I'ma just keep lighting them bitches. Like what the fuck? I can't tell you when I fucking light this a candle that got multiple colors, like that's considered a roll opener, and I shit just start going in my favor. Don't fucking ask me what's the science behind it. I don't know. I just know it's fucking magic. I believe it, and it works. Like so, and I ain't about to sit here and like hide what I'm doing, like from the world. Like, nah, motherfucker, I do magic. That's why I'm successful. Like, shit fucking works. I don't be fucking harming nobody else. Like, shit, I ain't fucking trying to stop nobody else from what they got going on. But for me, if all I gotta do is buy me a candle, like, and whatever I need, light that motherfucker and set my intentions, and to know like the shit work. I'm like, the fuck would I do anything else for? Why would I work a job? Like, what the fuck? You know how many candles I done burnt in my fucking since I done found out about magic. Like shit, I done fucking burnt hella candle, incense, fucking ancestor money. Like, come on, man. Like, we can go deep now. Like shit, my life is working because like I'm tapped into my fucking African spirituality. Like so, shit. Most people, shit, they say, "Hey, what you believe in? That's the devil." Shit, I'm like, if that's what you believe what you want to believe, bro. I know my shit work for me. I know it don't work. I know it work. My depth. I mean, it's times where I get unfocused, but overall, when I do focus, it's on point. Like there's nothing too much that can stop me when I'm focused, trying to get to where I want, to where I, just what's in life. That's for me. Like, if I know it's there for me to go get, you're not about to distract me. So, like I said, I found out what works for me in my life. I'm not preaching my beliefs on everybody. Like, but I know motherfuckers is going to church and they lighting candles and they fucking drinking the blood of Jesus and fucking eating the flesh of Christ. Like shit, what the fuck? That's a fucking spell right there. The book of Psalms, like that spells right there. Like so, come on, man. It's the same shit. I just know what I'm doing. My shit is more concentrated. I'm not calling on God or Jesus to like give me something in life. Nah, I know what it takes. I know what I gotta do. So like people be criticizing and they be doing the same fucking shit. Like you be saying, don't pray to your ancestors. Like, but you pray to Jesus, right? And he was supposed to live on this planet. Like he went through this shit, so that considers him makes him an ancestor. Like, so why wouldn't I like pray to an ancestor of my Gigi who I know was here, who raised me, and I know she's still with me. Like I feel her, I smell her, I can. It's so like, come on, I have conversations with her. Like, so how you can tell me what I'm doing is wrong when she was in the church? She had me in church. So if anything, she's the one who keeps me from going off the fucking hinge. Like so, like, yeah, I'm tapped in like on another level. I understand that. Like so, that's why can't nobody like knock me off like my rocker. I'm like, well, tell me what I believe in is wrong. Like, cause I know it works for me. I'm 32 years old. Like, so I know it was times where I wasn't living how I wanted to live, and I was just like basically people pleasing, like, and that shit didn't work. Like now I follow my intuition, I follow my gut, and like it always leads me where I need to be. So, and I always get what I want out of life. So I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get off this lane. I can't get off this track. This shit is really working for me. So, but yeah, that's just what I be thinking about and shit. That's what be on my mind. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but like I said, I seen some voodoo dolls in the store today. I ain't get none. But if I did, I got two people in mind who I will fuck up. Like, they probably know who it is too. Like, so if I ever do decide to get, nah, I won't do that. Karma. See, that's what stops me. That like keeps me going straight. Like, I don't want no type of bad karma coming back on me. So I ain't about to go out and intentionally fucking break them up, break motherfucking legs and shit. Like knowing when I get about what 60, somebody like try to break my shit on some voodoo shit. So motherfuckers is lucky. Like people are lucky because I could be a bad guy. Like like literally I could play the bad guy because I already kind of relate to the motherfucker anyway. Like shit. So the bad guy wants mankind to evolve. He wants to get rid of people who I ain't gonna say I want to get rid of everybody who's asleep, but like people are on Earth like basically wasting space, wasting like precious life by not waking up and knowing who they are, and like they are comfortable with just basically being a slave. Like so, I'm like, man, what the fuck is your point? What's the point of you being here? Like, why you want to live forever or live a long life? Like not living your best life, like not living out your purpose. Like so, like I said, the bad guy wants mankind to like evolve and like Thanos, he wanted new start, like get rid of all the fucking sleep motherfuckers, that which is half the motherfucking planet. Like shit, go from there, or just start over from scratch. But you seen how God did, like he tried to wipe this planet out, and it still got it. Feel like it got way worse. God fucking destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because they was on some fucked up shit. Then he fucking came back when Noah was here, like destroyed shit, and shit's still bad. Like what the fuck? I pray I don't die. Um, like hey, for sure. Thanks for coming through, Money Mike. I ain't gonna be on here that long, like though. I'm just trying to make it to the 2 hour mark. But if I get a like or two, I'll probably stay a little longer. But if not, go ahead and get some dinner. Like so, I done faced 3 blunts. I done had like the THC juice. So shit got me kind of high. But where y'all from though? Like, how's the weather where y'all at? It's 70 degrees right now in Vegas. So what is almost 8:30. That's crazy. Somebody from the UK earlier. Like 3 a.m. out there. I remember I was in Afghanistan, like, and it was like we was 10 hours ahead, 11 hours ahead, something like that. Like how the time difference was, that shit was crazy. Like I would have to call people when it was like nighttime, like when it was daytime, like shit, they would sleep. I got some experiences in my life for sure. I ain't just somebody that's talking on camera and ain't never did shit. Like man, at 18 I went to the Marines. At fucking 22 I got out. Start failing in life. Like shit, fuck that shit up all the way. Didn't save a dollar in 4 years. Didn't save not $1. The day that my military service ended, that constant check on the first and the 15th, shit stopped. And I was like, fuck, what the fuck I'ma do? So I had to get that shit together. But I struggled for a minute. Like trailer parks, trailer homes, like shit. Just the worst situation you could think of. Like I was in, like just in church trying to figure out, like, dang God, like please save me from this shit. Like, man, I got two brothers that's being successful on YouTube and I'm struggling. Like, and I'm like, man, I'm in church. I used to question God, like, man, I'm in church. I'm praying to God. I want to be successful too. I want to be rich and famous too. Like, like nothing was happening out of that. Like, so I'm like, I wasn't getting my answers within church. I had to leave, like, religion to figure out like what was wrong with me. So I realized I was in the wrong setting. I wasn't supposed to be in church. Like I was supposed to be how I am now. Like just following my own path. Like figuring out what I need to do in life, like to be successful, not like trying to go on through something that's on the outside of me. Like, cause God never gave me the question why I wasn't successful when I was in church. So I'm like, hey, if you ain't talking to me, I'm about to stop talking to you because I feel like I'm getting ignored. I used to like pray and like talk to God, and I used to feel like I would get was getting ignored. Like, so I'm like, it used to kind of like piss me off, make me angry. But low key, I couldn't question God. I couldn't question religion. So once I left the church, I'm like, oh shit, I realized what you wasn't talking to me. I realized I was the fallen angel, and God had turned his back on me. So I'm like, fuck. Since I ain't gonna ever make it to heaven, I might as well just make my heaven on earth. Shit, fuck it, why not? This is the place I keep reincarnating to. I'm like, but I know my spirit can go more places than just heaven and earth and hell. Like shit, that's just imaginary. Like yo, there's infinite numbers of galaxies and planets where I can just my soul can travel to after this life is over. So I'm not gonna be stuck here on this plane like most of my ancestors or most of y'all ancestors because they didn't have the information to go places like that. Like they probably watched Star Trek and thought it was just a TV show. I know Star Trek to be very true. Like so, it's all about like your mind and like your mental shit. But I see I got one more like, so I mean, I guess I could stay a little longer. But uh, that does like get motivates me just to like talk a little bit more. But to know you've been holding the like, but, I definitely been through my fair share of ups and downs though. Like for real, shit ain't all. Even when I've been on this path to like the righteousness path, like I've still experienced moments where I'm like, man, why the fuck this is going on? But I always, the next couple of days, I see like, oh, this is why that happened. Like so, I learned not to question like just the obstacles of like I come across on my journey because they're there to like teach me something, like just to build me up to help me get to that next level. Like if you never like experience obstacles in your life and your shit is just every day the same, like something is wrong. Like that's like being on one of those kiddie roller coasters that just goes in a circle. Like me, I'd rather be on the roller coaster that goes up, twists up and down, like like something that got fun to it. I want to experience life. Like I want to be down one day and next day be up, be motivated. Like like that's just part of the story. Like shit ain't gonna always be go in your favor, especially not on Earth. Like this shit is low key hell. Like so, you gotta create your own heaven on this motherfucking planet. Don't try to die and wait till you and hope you make it to heaven. Cause who say you gonna make it to heaven? Like that's what used to be my biggest thing. Like, damn, what if I die and I don't make it to heaven? Because I had a lust and temptation problem. I would pray to God and ask him to forgive me and for, like deliver me, but he wasn't delivering me. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm bound to go to hell. Like so, I had to let go of that belief because like I was very afraid to die. And I'm like, now I'm like, oh, I'm cool with death. I know I done did it before. Like, the least thing I'm gonna fucking come back on this planet. And knowing like I always wake up to myself and like who I am, like I already know like shit, I'm like gonna be good. Like so, but my whole thing is I ain't gotta come back here. As long as I tell y'all the truth, as long as I be open, be honest, like and say the wildest shit that you probably never heard of, like this still my job to do. Like this shit you gonna probably remember for the rest of your life. Where you clicked on this random dude live and he just started talking some wild shit. Like so, I'm nothing like the other people. Like, even if it's a conscious person, like yeah, there's something different about me. I ain't even in no conscious community, nothing like that. I'm not in no religious community. It's just me, well, me and my family, my kids. That's all I got. It's like I'm creating my own thing. So whatever come from, I mean, whatever I create from that, like, that's what it's gonna be. Like, but we not following nobody. We not following no church, no nothing. I'm gonna be the one that like sets the path, sets the trend. So, like I said, I know what works for me. Actually, what I'm saying is what you really wanted to say. It's always that one person, right? That you in here watching. I probably described him to a T and like, man, instead of you saying I'm right, you gonna say that. Like, but it's cool. It's something my older brother will say. Like, so you might be a troll. But that's what's gonna happen like when I'm almost at 30K. So of course I'm gonna have subscribers that's like probably done came through that on some troll shit. Not even no subscriber, just clicked on it. But hey, you giving me some watch time hours up, like so that's cool. Said reported. Whatever, bro. My shit ain't gonna get reported. You motherfucking about to get blocked. That's what your ass about to get. Dumbass. Always try to. That's like fucking embarrassing. How many motherfucking a joke coming through. Now you about to get fucking blocked. Stupid ass. Now you can just see me and not get noticed. Now whatever I say, like you probably got another fucking count low key. Wait, just give me another view. It don't even matter. Like shit. He left. See, that's all you gotta do. Just block out that negativity. That's all it be. Like I don't expect like my shit to just be all like calm and collective. Nah, I expect some chaos in this shit. Like, cause that's what comes with this. Like, literally, out of 30,000 people, like, you gonna have at least 100 motherfuckers that's on some bullshit. At least 1,000 motherfuckers on some bullshit. But still, I ain't speaking 1,000 motherfucking trolls on my shit either. Like, but I ain't mad at them. Like, that just gives me something else to talk about, right? But I don't know why people be on that type of time. Like, what the fuck? What do you get out of like saying some dumb shit? Like being a class clown. Like I never understood the class clown. Like what the fuck? I know your parents beat your ass once you got home. Like at least in my days, the class clown would get paddled. And then if you was still on that shit, your parents would probably come up there and embarrass you. Like so, I never wanted to be that. I was the quiet kid. I ain't want to say. I ain't want to be. No, I ain't want you to. I ain't want the focus on me. So, but I always had it on me. Like I literally always got the attention, whether I wanted it or not. But when I did want the attention, like that's when I really didn't need it, because I was wanting it for the wrong reasons. Like so, now I'm able to have like a following, and it's not like with no bad intention. Like I'm hitting up every female that like comment on my channel or anything. Like nah, like shit, that shit don't bother me. It don't phase me. Like so, it took me a while to get to this point. Like I can honestly like say I can handle whatever. Like pressure that comes with this, like having a following. But this shit don't bother me. This shit is just a number. Until it start paying me, then like we gonna talk. We can talk. But yeah, I think I'm about to end this live though. Like I said, I don't plan on staying here all night. I did 2 hours, so that's pretty well. Like now, if I get another like before I end this live, I'll go on a little bit longer. But if not, I'm about to just go in the house. But we gonna wait to the hour 30. Yep, something just dropped, so that might mean it's time to go. It just means it's time to go. So all right, peace, y'all. I'm out.